been a wee while since the last one of these boxy text podcasts and I've missed them. However, on Sunday we had a wee technical problem that meant there was no live stream and no recording. Now, I'd normally just let that go, but it seemed to me that what was shared on Sunday, both within the service and through the message, could bear into what happens next for us. So I felt within this time with the holidays coming, it may be a help if I did this podcast. It's a long time since the last one that I did, and the road that I used to head over to this part has been shut while they do up all the paths and the roads and the reservoirs. All things change. You may know that we're facing some challenges over our buildings, and on Sunday I shared a wee glimpse of hope. For those within the church family, you will have the chance to receive an email with links to videos and pictures and prayers, and for those in the church on Sunday, you'll have been able to pick up paper copies of that also. If you didn't get any of those things, please let me know and we'll get them out to you if we can. The glimpse of hope opens up a way forward that is bold, but it could also be exciting. It comes in the midst of prayers over recent weeks that see a beacon of light, that see a healing place, that see prayers which recognise the cost and the possibilities of the journey that we are on just now. The Bible text for the morning came from Genesis 26, verse 22, and spoke of the well of Rehoboth. As I spent time with it across the week, I found it speaking more and more to where we are in this moment. That connection between the glimpse of hope shared and the word from the well of Rehoboth is why the podcast is here this week after the issue with the live stream. It feels important, and that importance comes in three ways. First, where the well is. Second, that it is the third well in a sequence of wells. And then thirdly, what the name means. These speak to me, and hopefully to you also in this moment for us. First then, where is this well of Rehoboth? Where does it happen? Well, Isaac is in the valley of Gerar. This valley is not in the land promised to Abraham. It is to the side of the promised land, and it is a land that's watered by streams coming down from the Judean mountains and flowing out across these valleys towards the Mediterranean. It's land that is grazed by many wide open spaces in the valley where lives are lived alongside each other, take different paths, walk different lives. But Isaac's call in this valley is to begin to open up the wells of those who came before. Abraham had dug in this valley before in a time of famine, and maybe our call at this time is also to go back to the deep wells of those who came before, to open them up once again in valleys that are an open land, dig the wells that once sustained our life together. Second thing that I see is that the well of Rehoboth is not one of these old wells opened up again. It is dug afresh. It is a new digging, a new opening up to the refreshing water which gives life in the valley. But this well of Rehoboth, it's not the first of these new wells that Isaac digs. He digs one, and it's there, and in this open valley there is antagonism, and others claim it. And so he digs a second well, and again there is disputes, and this second well is also taken. So the well of Rehoboth is the third well that is dug by Isaac in this wide open valley. There will be a fourth well dug in the land that's promised of God, in Beersheba, but in these open spaces of the valley of Gerar, where any can walk, it is the third well that becomes this place of flourishing for Isaac on land that is vulnerable and lived on only for a time. Here is a well dug where you are drinking the living waters, the same water as those older wells that you've opened up before. But this well is newly dug in this different, contested place that we find ourselves in, within the valley of Gerar, east of the promised lands. And for Isaac, there is a willingness to just keep digging in these different places until the Lord gives the space to flourish. And that is the third thing. The name that Isaac gives this well, Rehoboth, which means now the Lord has given us room and we will flourish in the lands. Isn't that a wonderful thing? Isaac has moved from a place of famine. He has sought refuge. He has been fearful. He's been moved on. He has been blessed. He's been moved on again. And here in the valley of Gerar, he has opened up the wells of his father Abraham. And as he moves across this valley into new places, he digs new wells, but they're taken from him. And he moves on until this third one. And here he recognises that in this wide open space, the Lord has given them this place to flourish. It is east of the promised land. It is an open, contested land in the valley. But here is a newly dug well where the Lord will bless, well, the Lord gives room for them to flourish in a foreign land. And for me, this journey across Genesis 26 of Isaac and the digging of wells, it resonates with my own sense of where we are. I love the opening up of the old wells of Abraham, the gift of opening to where people have found the life-giving presence of Jesus to sustain them in the past. But I also love this searching by Isaac in this new time where the land is different, where there are different calls and challenges on those who walk the land now to dig new wells and digging new wells, new places where that life-giving water of life can be found in Jesus for a new time. To keep digging until we too can name where we are as Rehoboth. In this place the Lord is giving us room to flourish. It seems very much to me at this moment that this is the kind of digging that we're doing just now. It's the Lord saying to you, name this place Rehoboth. Or is there another well to dig that we might find more of Jesus? Someone sent me a WhatsApp message, a note after the service, to link both the glimpse of hope and the words from Genesis 26 together. And I find this a wonderful way to hold them, to name the first stage of this possible glimpse of hope as Rehobothi, the feel of a bothy in the landscape, and yet it is a well where the Lord can give us room to flourish. Whether that is the path for us just now or not, find that drawing together of these two things wonderful, and I'm looking forward to holding on to it as we go forwards. Have we come to our Rehoboth? That's what we're exploring over these summer weeks. Is this our Rehoboth? Amen.